No.
No.
We're fine.
No, on the boomerang it'd be like, and like it wouldn't even like load
It
into
looked
the
like
frame.
we're like special needs. Like.
Good morning, Hoyas. I'm Grant Porch.
And I'm Charlie Toll.
And you're watching HSPN.
On today's show, we'll be talking about football and their win against River Ridge at the homecoming game last Friday, and why that game meant a lot to the players.
Softball with an interview from one of the biggest contributors to the team's offense, freshman Bailey Rouse.
Along with cross country on their meet last Saturday, and volleyball with their latest scores.
This is one show you don't want to miss. In case you missed it, Friday night was the homecoming football game. The Hoyas routed River Ridge with a score of 49-0.
The Hoyas are now 3-0 and on track to make a run at the state championship this year.
This team is led by a strong senior class, and it showed on Friday night. The offensive player of the game was senior running back David Roberts and senior Caleb Williamson on the defensive side of the ball.
Also, a huge shout out to Mason Mabay, Victor Pless, and Christian Lowry for having monster games.
I heard that one of our very own, Catherine, put together an awesome segment about the homecoming game.
Indeed. Let's take a look.
I think the homecoming game is important because there's definitely a lot more people that come out. You have the pep rally earlier that day, and you got the dance tomorrow, so everybody's kind of a little more fired up to be there.
The freshmen, JV, and varsity cheerleaders all get to go out, and there's tons of people there, and there's obviously homecoming court that goes on, and it's a really big unification for the school, and it's tons of fun.
I feel like it's our most popular game of the season. I mean, everybody comes out. We have the most fans that game, so it's definitely a game you want to live up to.
The homecoming game is different from others because there's obviously court that goes on during it. You get to see who your homecoming queen and king are, and there's so many people that come, and it's a lot more hyped up, and there's tons of spirit. It's tons of fun.
Obviously, you want to show what you can do to everybody.
Especially for that game to come up with a W. It's always what we wanted.
The softball team is built on their success with 3 straight regional wins.
Including one over Dalton last Thursday in a regional championship rematch with a score of 10-2.
Should this recent success continue, the Lady Hoyas will have no problem against Allatoona tonight and for the rest of the season.
One of the biggest contributors to the team's offense has been freshman Bailey Rouse.
I actually had the opportunity to speak with her the other day.
No way.
Yes way.
Roll it.
Hey Hoyas, this is Grant Porch here with softball star Bailey Rouse. And what's the general vibe of the team like before the Allatoona game on Tuesday?
It was a pretty good vibe. Like, our hitting's good. The practice day was nice and good, and if we get to work on that goal of the past game, we're gonna keep us.
The girl that just said it.
It makes me feel good about myself.
So earlier you mentioned the upperclassmen getting you guys into line. How are they doing that?
Well, the upperclassmen, they did like a really good job of like welcoming the people who weren't on the team last year and like the new ones coming through, and treating us like we were on the team as long as some of the other players. So they're just like really welcoming and keep us in line.
So take us through your game day routine before a big game like this.
Well, I don't really have like an every game routine, but in the locker room, like we listen to music and like we get really hype and make TikToks and stuff. And like we have a pretty good pregame meal and we just get hype all together as a team.
So what makes this team really good against regional opponents?
Like I said earlier, like we have our goal set, so we already know like what we're kind of working towards that game, and we just leave everything on the field that we have.
And good luck tomorrow against Alatoona, stealing that treasure, and go Hoyas.
It's great to see that even freshmen are positively impacting the team. The game against Alatoona yesterday was postponed today, so go out to tune in and watch them catch a dub. Next up, we have volleyball. That's right, last night they beat Alatoona, and recently before that, they also collected wins against Kennesaw Mountain and Sprayberry. This Thursday, if you are the first 7 people at the game, you will receive free t-shirts. Come out and support the Lady Hoyas.
Over the weekend, your cross-country
We got a commercial.
Over the weekend, your cross-country team competed in the Cobb County Cross Country Championships.
The teams did very well, with the boys team placing first overall at the meet and the girls placing second. The JV teams also did well, with the boys coming in third place and the girls winning the JV meet outright.
As expected, the varsity Hoyas were led by Sully Shelton, who placed first in the boys race with a time of 15:29, and Riley Perlikowski, who placed second in the girls race with a time of 19:15. The JV runners were led by William Lane and Ellery Hackworth with times of 18:04 and 21:16 respectively.
These cross-country Hoyas really are getting after it this season, and we know they will continue that success this Saturday at the Gulf Coast Cross Country Stampede.
This past weekend, our Hoyas ran at the Cobb County Cross Country Championship. Our very own Sully Shelton got first place in the boys race. He's the #1 returning runner in Georgia and a 4-time school record holder. We had the chance to interview him. All right, let's go.
Okay. So the race started out, I was in second or third for the first 400 maybe. I was throwing some surges in on the first loop, and then I kind of got right next to my big competitor, Kamar Miller from Marietta. And then we kind of stayed together roughly. There was not that much happening. It was kind of a steady pace. And then I guess with about 2.2 left to go in the race, I kind of made a move to the front and opened up a tiny little gap on them. And then with about 1,200 meters to go, I really started pushing and I opened it up a lot wider, and then I was kind of solo for the rest of the race.
Shout out to Matt, who put together that segment.
Looks like all our fall sports teams are doing very well so far this season.
That's all the time we have for today, Hoyas. If you see anyone in the military or anyone who serves the country, be sure to thank them this 9/11. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Grant Porch.
And I'm Charlie Toll.
Signing off. Have a great day, Hoyas.